The path to hell feels like heaven, and the path to heaven feels like hell. You know, I heard that quote a long time ago, and it's always resonated with me. It's always stuck with me because it's very true. You know, the path to your desired dreams and your goals is going to be so difficult, and it is going to be so hard. You're going to have to do the things you don't want to do. It's going to feel like hell to make it to heaven. Doing those things that you do not want to do is how you get to where you want to be. You know, you have to sacrifice a lot. So sacrifice is kind of just what I wanted to talk about today. Sacrifice is very, very important when it comes to becoming successful and becoming the best version of yourself. You have to sacrifice almost anything and almost everything. You know, you have to sacrifice friendships, you have to sacrifice shitty foods, you have to sacrifice sleep, you have to sacrifice missing out on fun, missing out on experiences. You have to sacrifice even missing out on, you know, family time or the more important things, which is where you find balance, and we'll come back to that later. But yeah, sacrifice is so important, and it sucks. It does. It's part of the hard parts of being successful, and one of the hardest parts of it, you know. It doesn't matter how long you've been friends with someone. Sometimes you got to just take that step back. Sometimes you got to just walk away. And I mean, it's not a permanent solution. It's not a permanent thing. But you might just have to, let me turn the car off. You might just have to take a break for a little while. You know, I have a friend that I've been very, very close with for years on end. And at the beginning of this year, I stopped talking to him. And we talk now. It's still one of my closest friends. I love him to death. But he was just not on the same path as me. And, you know, I loved talking to him every day. I loved talking to him all day. And I loved talking to him about business. And he'd always come to me and be like, yeah, I agree with you. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then when it came down to actually put in the work and actually do the things, still to this day, he won't do it. So there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I love the kid. He's a great friend of mine and will probably be a lifelong friend, but you have to take that step away. You know, I didn't talk to him for like 4 to 6 months. And, you know, it was nothing personal. When we talked again, it was like nothing had changed, you know. It was like everything was the same. And that's kind of how guys are too. Like you see those memes on Instagram. It's like how the bros are after 6 months of no communication. And it's like nothing changed, you know. It's all love. It's all good-hearted. There's no beef or anything. But he knew I had to take my step away to continue advancing and to continue progressing. So taking that sacrifice, okay, I can't be friends with them right now. I can't put my effort into them right now. I can't spend time with them right now. I have to do this instead. You know, you have to sacrifice sleep. Last night I got 3 hours of sleep. I woke up 7 in the morning this morning. Had a very, very busy day. I've worked all day, all freaking day. And yeah, I'm saying freaking. Don't make fun of me. I'm trying to stop cussing as much in my videos. I just feel like it's not the best way to make videos. I don't want to cuss a lot in these videos. I'll still slip up here and there, but I don't want to cuss a lot in these videos. But yeah, I got 3 hours of sleep last night. Still on 3 hours of sleep. And I'm fine with it. You know, I'll get a little more sleep tonight, but same thing. I'm waking up at 7 tomorrow, getting my day started, rolling out of bed right away, getting in the shower, leaving the apartment. And as soon as I get home, it's back to work. You know, all day I worked today. And I got a lot done. You know, I mentioned this a lot in my other videos, but create a checklist of things you're going to do throughout the day. You know, on average, I have about 8 to 20 things on my checklist every single day. And if I don't complete that checklist, I don't feel like I accomplished my day. I don't feel like I did anything today. You know, and this is the last thing on my checklist for today, so I'll be able to check it off and I'm done for the day. Like, I did everything I wanted to and more. But yeah, I have to sacrifice a lot. I have to sacrifice time. You know, I wanted to go visit my family today. They live just one city over. It's not very far. And I wanted to go visit my family today, but I got caught up with work and I got caught up with content, and I'm working on my GED right now, which I'm not super happy about, but you got to do the things you don't want to do, like we said. But yeah, I'm a high school dropout. Got a Corvette in an apartment at 20 years old. You know, I don't need the GED, but I think it'd be cool to have. So I'm just kind of getting it done. But That's just a little, it's possible for any of you guys. I'm literally a high school dropout. I've never even had a real job. So yeah, sacrifice. You know, I sacrificed that today. I couldn't see my family, and I'm gonna make a point to see them either tomorrow. It's currently Wednesday. I'm gonna make a point to either see them tomorrow or Friday, and then maybe stay over there on the weekend, something like that. Because that's still extremely important. You know, seeing your family, seeing the people you love, seeing the people you care about. But you have to take that sacrifice sometimes with friends, family. Then another thing, food. I love to eat. I love food. I love some good ass food. But you have to sacrifice with that. You have to, you know, treat your body like a temple. That says that in the Bible. You have to treat your body like a temple. And I will admit, I'm not perfect with this. I'm nowhere near perfect. But, you know, I tend to eat the grass-fed steaks, the grass-fed ground beef, the pasture-raised eggs. And that in itself is a sacrifice that pays off so well in the long run. It's great for your health. Great to keep your mind clear, the brain fog away. But it's a sacrifice. It's not always that fun. You know, my go-to meal it's super boring. It really is, but it's actually pretty good. But you get bored of it after a while. I literally cook up some ground beef. I throw some shredded cheese in there. Right as I pour the ground beef out of the pan, I put the shredded cheese in there so it melts a little bit. Raw honey and ketchup. And some of y'all might be like, that's nasty, but it's pretty fucking good and it's pretty healthy. The worst thing in that is the ketchup. Because I just use normal Heinz ketchup with the corn syrup and all. Like, I know, I need to cut it out, but I just throw the ketchup in there so I don't get too bored. But yeah, that's one of my go-to meals just because it's so easy. Throw some eggs in there too. Like, it's just super easy. But it's a sacrifice because we'd all rather have some, I don't know, some chicken fingers, a full burger with the bun and everything. Like, we'd all rather have those things, but you have to make those sacrifices. You know, you have to sacrifice your sleep. You have to sacrifice spending time with important people. You have to sacrifice the people who you surround yourself with. You have to sacrifice literally everything to get to the place you want to be. And that's fine with me. And that should be okay with you. Because like we talked about yesterday, life is uncomfortable. Life is always going to be uncomfortable. Life is always going to be hard. So get comfortable with the pain. Get comfortable with the uncomfortableness. Get comfortable with life throwing curveballs at you all the time. It's just how it's going to be. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner you'll be able to move on and just better yourself. And getting comfortable being uncomfortable, it will just improve so much more because you're ready for what comes at you. You're ready for everything. So yeah, sacrifice. It's crucial. And it's one of those things that's hard. It's one of those things that's maybe not something you want to do. But it's just how it is. It's just how it is. It's something you have to do. The path to heaven feels like hell. The path to hell feels like heaven. Because, you know, I could have woke up this morning, brain rotted. I could have fucking skipped the shower. I don't skip the shower though. That's nasty. If y'all skip your showers, get in the shower. That shit's nasty. Yeah, I could have done that. I could have left the apartment, gone and got some McDonald's. If you eat McDonald's, what are you doing? It's 2025, bro. 2025. But you know, I could have just been nasty and just, sorry, not nasty. I don't need to call anyone out, but I could have just been not locked in. I could have been going to the path to hell. I could have done no work today. I could have eaten like shit. I could have slept all day. I could have slept in. I could have brain rotted on my phone. I could have gotten no work done. But you know, I didn't scroll on any social media today at all, really. I really don't think I did at all. And I was in the car for about 2 hours today, just driving, getting stuck in that Atlanta traffic. And you know, I just turned on YouTube videos. I wasn't even listening to music or anything like that. And that's another sacrifice. You know, you're bored in the car, you know, you listen to some music, that's kind of gets rid of that boredom. I sacrificed, and I turned on some YouTube videos, just other business owners, other successful people that I look up to. And I was watching, just like you guys are watching this right now. I just, you know, set my phone up on my a little shifter. It's an automatic, but you know, the thing you shift into reverse, drive, park. Just set my phone up there, had it connected to my car, was just listening, looking down when I got a chance, just sitting in traffic, sacrificing that. The entire 2 hours I was just watching YouTube content. And it's one of those things that you might as well, when you have that free time of sitting in traffic for 2 hours, you might as well take advantage of it, But yeah, I made a lot of sacrifices today, even if it's the small things, even if it's sacrificing the meals you eat, even if it's sacrificing getting rid of your brain rot, because deep down we all love the brain rot a little bit. We all love to scroll a little bit. It's one of the most potent drugs out there. It's one of the most addicting things in the entire world. But yeah, I could have gone down to the path of hell and it would have been easy. But today was hard. It gets less hard as you get more consistent, and I'm kind of used to it at this point. But maybe that means I'm not pushing myself hard enough. Maybe I need to push myself more, add more in my routine, add more in my schedule. But yeah, sacrifice. I hope you took some key notes out of this video. I hope you understood what I'm trying to get my point across about. And I hope you're able to take these into action. It's not the things you want to do, even if you love your friends, but if it's what you have to do, then do it. Then just do it. But yeah, this is day 9 of doing this. So tomorrow will be day 10. That'll be 1/3 out of my little challenge that I'm doing. I'm pushing myself to record a YouTube video every single day for 30 days. And I've posted 5 of them. This is number 9. I've posted 5 of the videos. I think I will start to get some skips. I think I am. All right, I don't know if y'all can hear that. We got like 2 helicopters going above me right now, a bunch of construction. So it's a little loud. Welcome to Atlanta. But yeah, it's I'm probably about to start skipping some of them. I was rewatching some of them. I think there's at least 2 that I can skip out on. They don't need to be posted. I don't think they were the best, and I don't think the topics I was on, I didn't really stay on topic, and so they might be out of order a little bit. Maybe I'll post them down the line in the future. But yeah, day 9 of doing this, and I hope you guys seeing me being consistent every single day. I'm not only posting YouTube videos, I'm posting multiple videos on TikTok, I'm posting multiple videos on Instagram. I'm really trying to stay locked in, really get on this grind and being consistent, building my momentum up, and not falling off, not falling down and letting my momentum break. So I hope that is able to motivate you guys, because if you guys know what I do for the first half of the day, if you know, has to do with some legal issues. And then the second half of the day, I'm doing my GED, I'm posting content, I'm making a YouTube video, I'm doing one-on-one client work. I am literally having an entirely packed day, working towards so many different things. And if I can do all of this, if I can squeeze all of this into my day, if I can sacrifice the fun, I guess I missed out on that one, or maybe I didn't, but you're gonna have to miss out on a lot of fun. You're gonna have to miss out on the parties. You're gonna have to miss out on outings with your friends. You're gonna have to miss out on a lot. But back to what I was saying. As you guys can tell, I do have ADHD, but I feel like a lot of us do, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I think it's pretty normal. But yeah, if I can get all of this done in my day, I promise you can too. And if you're just getting started, let's say you're in the exact same position as me, you don't have to wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, do my GED, posting on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, client work. You don't have to do all of it at once. Just start off. Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna start on the GED. Next day, I'm gonna do GED and I'm gonna do I'm gonna do TikToks. Next day, okay, I'm gonna post on Instagram. Next day. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even have to do it next day. It could be a week apart. Just get consistent with the things you need to do. If you could take one thing out of this video, is 2 things. Sacrifice is gonna be your best friend. Number 2, create a checklist every single day. A checklist of things that you are gonna do. And do not stop. Don't go to sleep until that checklist is done. Make sure everything on that checklist has been checked off. Like I said, this is the last thing on my checklist for the day. I'm gonna check it off. I'm gonna go home and I'll probably post more TikToks, more Instagram reels. Because I'm gonna overachieve what I was aiming for today. But you don't have to overachieve. I'm just saying complete your to-do list. Just get the things done that you tell yourself you're gonna do. Get the things done that you need to be doing. So yeah, if you could take 2 things out of this video, that is what I'd leave you with. And I'm going to end the video the same way that I started the video. The pathway to hell feels like heaven. The pathway to heaven feels like hell. So stay consistent. Stay grinding. You already know exactly where we are. Same bank, same spot, every single day. Same car. My beautiful C7 Stingray. And I will be back tomorrow. This video will probably get posted on Friday. I think I like this video. I'm going to rewatch it. I think I like this video. This will probably get posted on Friday. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. We're up to 14 subscribers, which is pretty cool. It really is cool. It's a bunch of random people just subscribing to me. So I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to be back tomorrow.